Bitcoin is flashing a signal we haven't seen in years. A golden cross just days away, and every big player is on edge. Wall Street funds are piling in too. Congress is racing to rewrite the rules on stablecoins, and global markets feel ready to tip. Right now, the charts are tightening up. Resistance is getting tested. The next big breakout or breakdown could set the tone for the entire market. It's not just about price. Behind the scenes, billions of dollars are shifting. New protocols are gaining traction, and fresh laws are about to change how money moves in and out of crypto. Stay tuned, because in this episode, we're digging into the signals everyone's watching, the big moves still flying under the radar, and what could play out in the days to come. If you want the edge that most people miss, now's the time to get plugged in. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and join my inner circle on X. For all the latest updates, my links are below. Also, please drop your thoughts in the comments on what signals you're betting on this week or what tokens you're looking at, and I'd be so happy to get back to you with my feedback. Let's not just watch from the sidelines. This is the moment to get ahead of the crowd and be ready for every move before the headlines catch up. I'll be tracking every twist and turn so you never miss a beat. Thanks for being here, and let's get into today's show. Bitcoin is at a major crossroads right now, and the market's holding its breath. Everyone's watching the charts for one thing: the golden cross. According to Benjamin Cohen, we're just days away from this technical signal on Bitcoin's daily chart. A crossover that's only shown up twice before in the last 10 years. Each time it shows up, it's led to a period of strong price action or pumping. This is a classical signal that gets the attention of big money and retail alike. But there's a catch. To really flip the narrative, Bitcoin needs to hold above $104,400. Rect Capital points to this price as the line in the sand. If Bitcoin stays above it, that confirms the breakout, and momentum will continue to build from here. If we slip under this $104,400, it could be a sign the move is stalling. And it's not just Bitcoin. Dan Crypto shows how the entire crypto market is grinding up against the same resistance it's hit 4 times already. The altcoin market keeps getting knocked back at this price point. If we break through, it could open the floodgates, but for now, it's still a waiting game. Matthew Hyland gives us one more thing to watch: possible bearish divergence. This just means that even if price goes up, if momentum doesn't keep up, it can be a warning sign that buyers are running out of steam. So the next few days are critical. So while all of this is happening, there is a new .com effect brewing in the headlines. Vivek for Real highlights how old school companies are seeing their stock prices pump just by adding Bitcoin to their treasuries. It feels a lot like when MicroStrategy, at the time, now Strategy, made its first big Bitcoin buy. That single move turned a software company into a Wall Street Bitcoin proxy. Now we're seeing other firms and other companies trying the same playbook, hoping to ride this next wave. So what does all of this mean? Bitcoin's at a tipping point, not just on the chart, but in the way institutions and companies are thinking about exposure. In the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll see if Bitcoin can confirm its breakout and take the whole market with it, or if resistance and weakening momentum will hold things back. Right now, every move matters, and this could be the calm before a major shift. As Bitcoin hovers at this crossroads, the narrative underneath is shifting fast, driven by fresh policy moves and a flood of new data that could reshape the entire landscape for crypto. The biggest headline, the US Senate stablecoin bill, dubbed the Genius Act. It just cleared a major procedural vote, and this is a big deal. For weeks, it looked just dead, but now it's heading for a full House vote. If it passes, it'll create a real legal framework for stablecoins in the US, basically giving Wall Street and major institutions the green light to step in with serious money. Decrypt lays out why this matters. Stablecoins are crypto tokens pegged to the US dollar, letting people move in and out of digital assets without touching regular banks. Make cross-border payments simple and quick. With clear laws in place, the expectations is that big players such as banks, hedge funds, payment giants will jump in, bringing potential billions, even trillions of dollars into the space over time. But the bill didn't pass easily. It took last-minute negotiations, fresh language about how big tech and the government officials can use stablecoins, and a massive push from industry heavyweights like Coinbase to get enough votes. Even now, there are questions about how strict or effective the final rules will be. You can see the excitement spill over onto X. Decrypt's official post on the vote signals to the whole crypto community that things are about to change and very fast. Meanwhile, over in the altcoin world, Rabby wallet just added support for HyperEVM, a sign that cross-chain activity and new protocols are still ramping up despite the choppy market, which I love to see. I love seeing real projects building despite market conditions. It tells you it's a real project. And look at Hype. Token Terminal points out that it's the only token in its category up for the year. In a sideways market, that stands out and shows there's still action and opportunity if you know where to look. Zoom out and you see Sui making headlines too. Torero Romero points out that Sui just hit a new all-time high for weekly DEX volume, over $4 billion, breaking its previous record. And it's not just the volume. Sui is seeing the highest stablecoin inflows of any blockchain, with 83.4 million flowing in just over 24 hours. That's a massive vote of confidence and could drive a new wave of ecosystem growth. Finally, River reminds us that even with all this news, Bitcoin still hasn't hit new all-time highs against most major world currencies. That tells you there's still plenty of room to run if global capital really starts to rotate in. Right now, everything is lining up for a major moment. We have regulatory shifts, rising on-chain activity, and new winners emerging in the altcoin race. The market is setting up for something big, but the outcome still hangs in the balance. With fresh legislation and record-breaking blockchain activity grabbing headlines, the bigger picture is about how macro forces are starting to tilt the playing field. Let's talk US Treasuries for a second. Senator Bill Hagerty went live on air, making a bold claim. Soon, stablecoin issuers could end up as the largest holders of US Treasuries in the world. That sounds wild, but it ties right into the numbers. Bar chart posted that foreigners now hold $8.51 trillion in US Treasuries, about 23% of all US debt. But here's the shift. As demand from traditional foreign buyers is slowing down, new buyers have to step up. The Genius Act, if passed, could make crypto companies, stablecoin issuers, the next big customer for US government debt. This puts crypto right at the heart of global finance, and not just as a risk asset, but as a pillar of liquidity, and I'd even say lifeline of the US dollar. Zooming out, the macro signals keep flashing. The Federal Reserve is warning that they might only cut interest rates once this year, needing more time to assess the full impact of tariffs and other economic headwinds. At the same time, inflation isn't cooling off the way everyone hoped. Trueflation highlights a recent spike, with inflation jumping 0.64% points in just 18 days. If inflation stays sticky, it means rate cuts will keep getting delayed and markets will keep feeling the pressure. Gold, usually the safe haven when rates get choppy, saw a $2 billion outflow in the ETFs last week, the biggest exit or value leaving the gold ETFs since 2013. Investors are rotating, unsure of what comes next. Meanwhile, global rate moves keep coming. Japan's 30-year yield just hit its highest level ever, a sign that even outside the US, debt markets are feeling the heat. China's cutting benchmark rates to 3.5%, fighting to keep their own economy humming as the world's financial system shifts. Every signal from Washington to Tokyo is telling us that the next wave in crypto and global finance is being built on policy shifts, real utility, and macro tailwinds, not just hype. We're seeing new laws, new protocols, and major capital flows laying the groundwork for what could be the next massive leg up. That's why everyone is watching this moment. Crypto is getting woven into the fabric of global markets, with governments and institutions now being major players and participants at the table. Technical signals are lining up too. Policy is finally catching up, and global money is quietly shifting behind the scenes. The next few days are crucial. The key questions are: will Bitcoin hold the breakout and set off to the next surge? Will the US stablecoin bill open the floodgates for Wall Street money? Are we about to see another wave of rotation as global capital searches for its next safe haven? These are the signals to watch, and they'll shape both the charts and the entire market narrative for weeks to come. So that's a wrap for today's video. If you want to stay ahead of what's to come in the next few days with all this uncertainty that I just painted out and explained to you, make sure you're subscribed, make sure the notification bell is on. I hate to repeat it every time, but it's important for you to stay connected, and hitting the notification bell just ensures that you don't miss my content. I have shifted my schedule to be releasing in the morning US time. So in case you missed my video on Monday, that's what's happening. But I hope you join me in tomorrow's video. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or what key tokens or ecosystems you would like me to cover in my next videos, and I'd be so happy to do this for you. I love you very much. Stay plugged in, stay connected, take care of your mind, your body. These are the days to stay plugged in and ready, because once it takes off, once the market takes off, that's it. Everything's gonna be flying so fast, it's gonna be really hard to have a clear head on what's going on. So staying attuned right now, make sure that you know where we are, so you know how to act when the time comes. But all right, guys, I'll catch you in my video tomorrow. Ciao.